For Web3 games, if you're a good player, you're able to try to play it out, right? You're able to farm, you're able to play. In the long term, you're still able to earn. And if you get lucky, you might be able to sell those assets as well. And you don't have to be the top 1% or top 0.1% of the players in the world to be able to earn and monetize from this.
Emerge is a commercialization partners for IPs around Southeast Asia. What that means is that we look for monetization opportunities for people like content creators, for IP project titles, and we are also very enthusiastic about is Web3 gaming.
So for Web3 game publishing, what we do is we assist those Web3 games such as we're the official game publisher for Immutable, Tezos, Chroma, Say and Gala. So we kind of assist them to push user acquisition, marketing, as well as localization in terms of languages, so on and so forth.
In the Web3 environment, users, they have actual ownership of their, I would say, in-game assets. The users will also have a chance to have revenue share or like profit sharing with the game. They also have a stake in the game. So a stake meaning that they can come together as a community. They can decide on certain directions, and how the games actually encourage this is by contribution. So for example, very recently, MapleStory, a lot more AAA titles will slowly come into Web3.
So the key differentiation between a Web3 game publisher and Web2 game publisher is first the distribution platform. So for Web2 games, they're normally seen through like Google Play stores, app stores as well. But for Web3 games, it can be on App Store, but it can be on various other channels as well. And the key reason is because of the mode of payment. And some of the mode of payments is very different in terms of traditional games, such as you are using cash and stuff. But for Web3 games, you might be able to use cryptocurrency or different type of assets as well. Main differentiation is that you might be able to earn from playing Web3 games as compared to playing in Web2 games. So for Web2 games, some of it, you may know that you may only earn through being the top performers, such as being a pro esports players, and that might be just the top 1% or 0.1% of the world. But for Web3 games, if you're a good player, you're able to try to play it out, right? You're able to farm, you're able to play. In the long term, you're still able to earn. And if you get lucky, you might be able to sell those assets as well. And you don't have to be the top 1% or top 0.1% of the players in the world to be able to earn and monetize from this.
How I also envision it to be is that users will be able to co-create games or like certain directions along with the game developers themselves. In Web3, I would say the community actually makes or break the game. So in Web3, even a few or like a very dedicated community, if they are very influential in the Web3 space or in that community, the games will be more inclined to actually listen to them. This is also something that is different from Web2, is that users are incentivized to create a lot of user-generated content. So in the way that would actually encourage a lot of, I would say, organic marketing as compared to a Web2 game where users are not incentivized or they don't naturally will create content for the game.
For Emerge, we definitely started with a small team, and we have also tried a lot of different things, including setting up our own esports professional team. We had that called Kingsmen, and we were competing in different games such as Mobile Legends, Valorant, and also Brawlhalla.
It's fun, right? Because it's a personal, of course, dream of mine to own a team, especially in games that I like. And of course, games that I play myself, and watching them, win, and of course, getting first in the regular season, especially for our first ever time, was very thrilling as well. And sitting in the private room as one of the owners of the team, watching them win is really a crazy experience for us. How do I feel when I have to kind of exit the esports team or kind of like wind down the ventures? It's actually kind of bittersweet at the same time, in some sense where, of course, right, having your own team, you definitely have that sort of adrenaline rush when you kind of support them as well. But it's actually important for us to understand there's definitely certain conflict of interest as well, because we manage so many teams. And also one of the key things is that we want to make sure that there's some sort of a business integrity as well, where we won't just favor our own team. Internally, our team, internal employees and team members feel sad as well, but they all understand that the needs of the many outweighs the needs of the few.
At that point in time, I honestly felt very sad, mainly because I had a lot of fun during my time at Kingsmen. And there were a lot of enjoyable moments, there were a lot of bonding experiences with the team. So even though one door is closed, right, another actually opened up. One of the main reasons why I came to Emerge Esports was because of two things, which is esports and then Web3. So it was the best of both worlds for me. And being in Web3 also continued and allowed me to work with many other esports teams, such as Tier 1, RSG. Both of them are our partners. As your team gets better, that's where you will actually enter into a franchise league. Then basically you will expand your team to have content creators, merchandise, and then slowly you will be able to be self-sustaining.
There's been a lot of small and big wins for Emerge. So over the years, including our esports team before, they have also gotten into certain standings in the tournaments, and we have also received PR awards and Marquis awards for the launch of Emerge. So we have gone through that, and today Emerge is beyond just having our own esports team. We are doing anything that's possible to unlock the potential of gaming and leading that to monetization opportunities for people in the ecosystem. Other things that I've learned from that is also to think of other creative ways to bring in monetization opportunities for gaming, because there's a lot more that you can do. And nowadays, gaming is not just a vertical that stands on its own. It is also relatable to other industries as well. For example, even like F&B, they are also looking into gaming content to speak to their audience. The possibilities can be very creative when you open your mind to them.
In my personal opinion, playing games and career, how do I really transcend into it? It's kind of like, if you love what you do, you don't really feel like you're working at every day, right? You've got to really have that passion. And of course, gaming has been something that unites us as well. And that's one of the main reasons why the team, at least in Emerge, most of them stayed beyond 2 to 3 years and has been with us as well, because this is what they like, right? And at the end of the day, doing something you like and making money at the same time is kind of like the best thing that you can ever dream of.
I think there is two main key learning points that I can take away from being in the esports teams. Support from both the games and the government is. So for example, the games, you could spend a lot of resource on building up a team, but if the game just decides to stop or don't support you, cut you off, then that's like sunken cost. Secondly, government support is extremely crucial. And in Singapore context, the Singapore government has been actively increasingly supporting the local esports scene, such as Campus Legends by SCOGA. They hold tertiary level esports tournament. So I think providing support at a grassroots level is the first initial step, and that's where the government can actually continue.
I think Emerge consistently, we have been trying to really contribute back to the society as well.
We have done quite a few now, and one that we are doing this year includes Campus Legends. So Campus Legends is actually an inter-institutional tournament where it allows students to form teams from different schools to participate in the same tournament.
We have been actively trying to participate, such as like Campus Legend. We are very involved in that. And of course, through our efforts at mentoring, through mentorship opportunities in like IT College Central, in like Skip, right? We've been trying to do that as well with multiple other polytechnics as well. So we do believe in contributing in terms of the grassroots levels to foster the next generation of course, better talents in the space. But much less, we are not really doing much in the business opportunity side of things in Singapore. And I hope to be an inspiration to them, to show them that I'm a living case study, that don't give up, right? Just push on and you can do it, right? You never know what you can achieve if you just don't stop.
We hate staying status quo, so breaking new grounds would mean that we have reached new levels of achievements, and that would be how success looks like to me.